The Story of Lola Sapola. 8-year-old Minnie Rawat was walking on the bank of the river that swept past her village. To her amazement, she found, washed up on a rock, a large, very wet and battered cloth doll. Now, Minnie was a lively girl who loved making things, so she picked up the soggy doll and went straight home.
"Look what I found,"
Minnie told her mother, holding up the wet doll.
"I'm going to make her a doll again."
"First keep her in the sun to dry," said her mother. It was a hot day. By evening the doll was dry.
"Good,"
said Minnie. She took the doll into her home. Quickly she cut pieces of red cloth into strips.
"This is your headscarf,"
she told the doll. Then she wound the strips around the doll's head and tied a bow.
"Now you don't need any hair,"
she said gently. Then Minnie followed her mother everywhere till she got a piece of white cloth from her. All evening she cut and stitched the cloth. When her work was done, she told the doll,
"Try this kurta and pajama on."
She peeled off the rags that were the doll's pink dress and slipped on the kurta pajama.
"It fits,"
she said, very pleased. "That's enough for tonight," said Minnie's mother. "It's time to sleep." Early the next morning, Minnie took some kajal and lipstick from her mother's cupboard. She sat outside, with the doll on her knees. The sun was rising, giving the village an orange glow. Carefully, Minnie dipped a thin stick in the kajal and gave the doll large, dark eyes. Then, with the lipstick, she made the doll's mouth like a long bow. It was amazing. The doll looked alive in the little girl's lap.
"One more thing,"
said Minnie. She took a red ribbon from her hair and tied it round the waist of the doll.
"There!"
cried Minnie.
"I've made you a doll again."
She held her doll above her head. With her red headscarf, dark eyes, and white kurta pajama, the doll looked very different now.
"You will be my fighting doll,"
said Minnie.
"And your name is—"
She thought for a bit.
"Your name is Lola Sapola."
Weeks passed. Wherever Minnie went, Lola Sapola went too. They were like sisters. Minnie began showing her doll how to fight. She would go to an open place at the edge of the forest.
"This is what you do,"
said Minnie.
"You crouch like a tiger. Then you swing around, jump in the air, and shout, 'Aye!'"
Lola Sapola sat against a tree and watched with her dark eyes. One evening, Minnie decided that Lola Sapola would practice with her. So she tied the big doll in front of her with a rope.
"Crouch, swing, jump, shout, 'Aye!'"
she instructed. It was getting dark. On the edge of the forest, a wicked old wolf was watching Minnie. He used to slip into the village at night and pounce on small animals.
"She's small enough,"
thought the wolf.
"I can make her my dinner."
Slowly, the wolf crept up till he was just behind Minnie.
"Let's practice one more time,"
Minnie told Lola Sapola.
"Crouch like a tiger, swing around, jump in the air. Aye!"
Minnie and Lola Sapola flew through the air and nearly landed on the wolf. And the wolf, taken by surprise, saw not one but 2 bodies flying at him. This was too much for the old animal. He turned and ran and never stopped till he was deep in the forest. The village people came running to help Minnie.
"We saw what happened," You are very brave, Minnie.
Minnie was holding Lola Sapola tightly.
She saved me.
She said. And from that day, the village people made a rule. When children walked near the forest, Lola Sapola went with them.
Please subscribe my YouTube